Hey, good morning, guys. We got this group of nannies up. There were some kids in here that we left as bucklings. We didn't castrate them. We turned them back on their moms over here. We put 2 yellow tags in their ears to identify them. You might be able to see some of them out there. And so now we're gonna sort those off, take them home because they're gonna start breeding everybody in here. We don't want that. And everybody else will get to stay here for a while. We won't wean this bunch. Oh, I don't know. It'll be later into the fall. This guy wants weed and brush control. We want to leave them on here. It's a good place for them, and they'll grow out pretty good. And then we'll bring them home later in the fall and probably feed them some grain for a little while. Then they get sold in January, February, March, sometime like that. So that's what we're up to this morning. It's kind of a nice, cool morning. Trying to see some of them little bucklings to show you. There's one with the yellow tags. There's one. So anyway, we better get started before it gets too hot. So we're just bringing them around in this little pen here, this little loadout pen. 15 or 20 at a time or something. And we'll grab out any yellow tagged kids, throw them in the trailer. Any of them nannies, and I'll just let them out the side right here. I'll just pull that panel back. And we're in the shade. Makes it nice. Look, see if there's any more in this bunch. Good. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Grab another wad of them. Okay, some of you ask how we set these pens up. We have a pen in every pasture, and this is my favorite way to set it up, is have a pen and then another pen inside of the pen. It's really just a couple more panels to fence across it. And an old friend of mine had these old cattle panels that really weren't strong enough for cattle, and we put that wire up against them. Well, here you can see it, just some welded wire. We'll cut a cattle panel in half and put it in there. But so when we drive them up, we're driving them into that bigger pen there. This gate would be open they want to go in there, and if you make your pen look bigger, it's going to be easier to get them into it when you're driving them, or if you're trying to lead them with a bucket or anyway. You're going to want to do that. Then this pen is kind of handy because you could put some animals in here. Maybe, if you're trying to lead them with a bucket, you may not get them all, especially if the kids are out there. So you can pin them up into here, use them as a magnet to have the other ones come in. So you could open that gate there and try to drive the stragglers in or whatever you got, and they'll want to naturally come to this other bunch of animals you've got pinned up here. And then we'll have a little loadout area here. And this gate, just swing that gate there a minute. It just basically lifts up folds in. But you could do the same thing with a wire cattle panel. This is the only place we have these heavier type panels, which, like I said, they're not really heavy enough for a cow. But and then you got a little way to get them into the trailer there. Well, we're almost done here. You got this little batch left. I think there's just one, maybe one in there left to sort off. And now we're driving about a mile on down to another pasture here. We wanted to keep them up close to that corral, so we got those bucklings sorted off. Well, a couple more pastures to go through here. We'll try to keep them out of the shade and just keep them down the path. It's kind of interesting. There's 15 or 20 of these barn swallows started following us as we're driving these guys across this pasture here. I suppose they're picking up bugs that they take off the grass as they're walking through it there. But I don't know if you can see them there, but there's quite a few of them just kind of come out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden decided, hey, go get a free meal. And I guess the other ones see it, and there they come. And so I suppose that's what they're eating. Well, I'll bring them through the second gate here. We was in pasture number 1. We brought them through pasture 2. Now they're walking into pasture 3. I think we're going to pasture 4, although I want to go down and look at it first. See how much brush has growed up. There's quite a little bit here. We might choose to just leave them here in pasture 3. I'll go check it out. Well, we're just going to leave them here in number 3. It looks like there's quite a little bit of brush, and they're starting to eat those pecan sprouts now quite a little bit better. I don't know what happens to them in August, but usually about the middle of August they start eating on them. And I saw even the kids were eating on them as we were driving them over here. This is a really pretty place here. Gotta get up on this hill. There's about 160 acres in this one single pasture here. So hey, I hope you all have a good day goating. It's not too hot yet. It's almost noon now, but they're enjoying the shade though. Y'all take care.